the latest ransomware attack, can you tell us if you believe that rises to the level of U.S. retaliation?
It appears to have caused minimal damage to U.S. businesses, but we're still gathering information.
Is Putin testing you, sir?
Well, President Biden appears to downplay the latest ransomware attack on the U.S. This ahead of a meeting with members from the State Department, DOJ, and DHS.
Here to weigh in, House Freedom Caucus Policy Chair and former Army Ranger, Congressman Warren Davidson. Congressman, thanks for being here. Let's look at some stats, shall we? The impact of the latest ransomware attack, 200-plus companies affected, $70 million ransom demanded. Does it concern you that Joe Biden thinks that is minimal?
Absolutely. Look, President Biden's a fairly weak president. I am glad that he is confronting Putin on it, but so far he hasn't shown enough resolve to change the course of events.
I'm curious your opinion on Jen Psaki said that this ransomware attack on record is not yet fully attributable to Russia. But that being said, I'm curious what you think Russia is fully capable of, because we've seen a number of different ransomware attacks as of late. It seems like they're increasing in number, and it worries me if they increase in size then.
Yeah, and they're increasingly profitable for the people that perpetrate them. You know, just like Silicon Valley has a network effect for the United States, and we use that for good mostly. You know, in Russia, they have a network effect for hackers, and the United States has provided evidence to Russia. The real proof is Russia does not cooperate with our investigations. We provide them with the people we need, and they will not cooperate. So they're providing a sanctuary for this illicit activity.
You wonder why the ransomware meeting is just happening now. Seems like it should have happened by now, but anyway. Air Force Academy professor pushing for military academies to teach critical race theory. Here is part of this individual's Washington Post op-ed. Quote, as a professor of political science at the U.S. Air Force Academy, I teach critical race theories to our nation's future military leaders because it is vital that cadets understand the history of the racism that has both shaped foreign and domestic policies. As a military guy yourself, sir, how worrisome is it that she thinks cadets and the entire military needs to understand CRT to be part of a lethal fighting force?
Look, our military academies need to understand history. I was a history major at West Point, and look, they taught history. They could have taught some topics maybe more comprehensively, but critical race theory is not teaching history. And she's also not talking about teaching it academically as a way to understand critical race theory. She's working to train people. Frankly, people who come there loving their country, wanting to serve our country. It's an incredible honor to nominate folks, young people, to go serve some of the best and brightest we have to offer, and then to really poison their mind with an ideology that really is just critical theory Marxism with race inserted in between. The whole purpose of critical theory is to tear down, to deconstruct, and that's what you have to do when you, quote, want to fundamentally remake America. So this is an ideology that's hostile to unity. It is not there to promote unity or healing. It's there to promote division and tear down. And so for a professor at one of our service academies to try to pretend that that's not what this theory is about is concerning.
Congressman Warren Davidson, we appreciate your time as always, and we appreciate your service as well.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you. Thank you both.